In our last video, we introduced the Gremlin Sapper and the ability to cook using the portable fry pan. But that's not the only way you'll be able to cook in the Instruments of Destruction update. We've added a number of interactable stations similar to, let's say, the Daedalus Shrine or the Fountain or the Sink that are going to be of various uses to the players, including a workbench that'll allow you to tinker even if you don't have a tinkering kit, a mailbox, so you'll have something to do with that mail, more on that later, and the Cauldron. Cooking is actually an offshoot of the alchemy skill, and the Cauldron allows you to both do brewing and cooking. When you cook, you can combine any two food items of different types into a ration, and the combined hunger that they would restore will determine how many rations you get out of the recipe. The default result of creating rations is they create a serviceable result, or as the game shows, slightly aged. This is just a nod to the fact that making food this way is inherently gross and has a very small chance of making your character sick. But if you wear a chef hat, or if you have a very high alchemy skill, you can create excellent quality or fresh rations, which are good for everybody. Now, the inspiration for cooking wasn't because this is a survival crafting sim, which just needed to be realistic, but rather because we found that late in the game especially, characters who are collecting food for a lot of the game end up with a lot of their inventory taken up by various types of food of different qualities. And so you end up having way more of your inventory devoted to food than we think is really necessary. And so the Cauldron and cooking in general is going to help resolve that. Of course, with high cooking skill and with the idea of flavorings, you can recreate some inventory problems for yourself. So using potions or other kinds of ingredients, you can flavor rations in order to provide buffs when you eat them. And we have a variety of flavors, including bitter, sour, sweet, spicy, or herbaceous rations, and each one gives you a different kind of buff. Characters who are good with cooking, have a chef hat or maybe a high alchemy skill, might become very practical for their party in helping consolidate inventory and making sure that the party is well fed with rations that may even buff them. We hope you're excited about how cooking is going to change your runs and maybe make your inventory management life a little bit easier. Something else you can do while cooking, as you saw, was to create grease balls using a ration and a towel. But you can also mix water and rations to make slop that you can use to throw at enemies and instigate fights. You know, if you just got extra food and you want to make a mess. We've got a lot more interactable stations that are going to be part of the update. We're excited to reveal more of that in the future.